Ever wonder how to influence others without them even realizing it? Or how to stay mentally unshaken in the face of life's toughest challenges? Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the art of reverse psychology and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to help you master the ultimate mind game in 2025. How to win the mind game. Reverse psychology strategies for 2025. From understanding the subtle power of suggestion to embracing the resilience of a Stoic mindset, this video is packed with strategies to help you level up your influence, emotional strength, and overall mental game. So, grab a cup of coffee, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive in. Number 1. Ignore them too. Life is a journey filled with myriad experiences, and along the way, you're bound to encounter detractors. Some people will doubt your capabilities, criticize your dreams, or even belittle your accomplishments. It's easy to become fixated on these voices, to replay their words in your mind and wonder if they hold a kernel of truth. But here's the hard truth. You'll never be able to silence every critic or change every naysayer's opinion. And the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can focus on what truly matters: yourself, your goals, and the people who genuinely support you. So, when you hear those voices of negativity, ignore them. Ignore the naysayers. Ignore the doubters. Ignore them too. Why should you ignore them? Because your energy is limited. Every minute spent worrying about what someone else thinks is a minute taken away from working toward your aspirations. When you're building something meaningful, whether it's a career, a creative project, or even a better version of yourself, you need to channel every ounce of energy into that endeavor. Critics will always exist, but their words only have as much power as you give them. By choosing to ignore them, you strip them of that power. You remind yourself that their opinions are just that: opinions, not facts, not destiny. You have the ability to define your path, regardless of what anyone else says. Moreover, ignoring them doesn't mean you're weak or indifferent. On the contrary, it takes strength to rise above negativity and to keep moving forward in the face of doubt. Ignoring them is an act of self-respect and self-preservation. It's a way of protecting your peace of mind and staying focused on what truly matters. Think of the most successful people you know, whether in business, art, sports, or any field. Chances are they've faced countless critics and skeptics. But they didn't let those voices derail them. They ignored them too. It's also important to remember that criticism often says more about the critic than the one being criticized. Some people project their insecurities onto others, attempting to bring others down to their level. Others fear change or envy ambition and success. By ignoring such negativity, you're refusing to let someone else's issues dictate your life. Instead, you're choosing to rise above it, to focus on your own growth and happiness. This isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about recognizing that you have the right to pursue your dreams without being held back by unnecessary negativity. But what about constructive criticism? It's important to distinguish between the two. Constructive criticism is offered with the intention of helping you grow and improve. It comes from a place of care and insight, often from people who genuinely want to see you succeed. That kind of feedback is valuable, and it's worth considering. But the kind of criticism you need to ignore is the baseless, mean-spirited kind. The comments aimed at tearing you down rather than building you up. Learn to discern between the two, and you'll know when to listen and when to turn away. At the end of the day, your journey is yours alone. You're the one who knows your dreams, your struggles, and your potential. Don't let the noise of negativity drown out your inner voice. You have so much to offer the world, and you don't need anyone else's validation to do so. Remember, the most important approval you'll ever need is your own. So the next time someone doubts you or tries to discourage you, take a deep breath, smile, and keep moving forward. Ignore them. Ignore their doubts. Ignore their negativity. Ignore them too. Number 2. Don't react emotionally. In life, we often encounter situations that test our patience, challenge our resolve, and provoke our emotions. It's easy to react impulsively when emotions are high, But reacting emotionally can lead to unintended consequences, strained relationships, and decisions we later regret. Emotional reactions, while natural, often stem from an instinctive fight-or-flight response that prioritizes immediate relief or defense rather than long-term outcomes. Developing the ability to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally is a crucial skill for personal growth, effective communication, and maintaining healthy relationships. Reacting emotionally often clouds our judgment. When emotions like anger, frustration, or fear take over, they can overshadow rational thinking. For example, a heated argument with a loved one can escalate quickly if both parties respond emotionally, leading to hurtful words and actions that damage trust and connection. In contrast, taking a step back to process the situation allows us to respond calmly, focusing on resolution rather than retaliation. By choosing to control our emotional impulses, we give ourselves the opportunity to think clearly, understand the other person's perspective, and address the root cause of the issue. One way to avoid reacting emotionally is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we're mindful, we can recognize when an emotional reaction is building and take proactive steps to manage it. For instance, deep breathing exercises, counting to 10, or taking a brief walk can help create the mental space needed to respond thoughtfully. By cultivating mindfulness, we not only reduce the intensity of our emotional responses, but also enhance our ability to stay calm under pressure. Another effective strategy is to focus on empathy and understanding. Emotional reactions often stem from misunderstandings or assumptions about another person's intentions. Instead of reacting defensively, try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Ask yourself why they might be behaving the way they are, and whether there's a deeper issue at play. Empathy allows us to connect with others on a human level, transforming potential conflicts into opportunities for growth and collaboration. By seeking understanding, we shift the focus from winning an argument to finding common ground, fostering a more constructive and compassionate approach to problem solving. Building emotional resilience also plays a key role in reducing reactive behavior. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to challenges with a positive mindset. Developing this resilience involves acknowledging our emotions, learning from difficult experiences, and maintaining a balanced perspective. Journaling, practicing gratitude, and seeking support from trusted friends or mentors can all contribute to building emotional strength. With resilience, we become less likely to be overwhelmed by negative emotions and more capable of responding thoughtfully in challenging situations. It's also important to set boundaries and manage stress effectively. High stress levels can make us more prone to emotional reactions, as our mental and physical resources become depleted. Prioritizing self-care such as getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, and engaging in regular physical activity can help us maintain our equilibrium. Additionally, setting boundaries in relationships and work environments can prevent situations that trigger emotional responses. By protecting our time and energy, we create a buffer against unnecessary stress and emotional overwhelm. In conclusion, while reacting emotionally is a natural part of being human, it's essential to recognize that we have the power to choose how we respond to life's challenges. By practicing mindfulness, cultivating empathy, building emotional resilience, and managing stress, we can develop the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. This shift not only enhances our personal well-being, but also strengthens our relationships and improves our decision-making. Ultimately, mastering the art of thoughtful response is a lifelong journey that empowers us to navigate life with greater clarity, compassion, and confidence. Number 3, remove them, your mind. In the quiet recesses of your thoughts, there live memories and people who no longer belong in your life. Some cling to your mind like stubborn cobwebs, remnants of a chapter you've closed. Yet their presence lingers, not because they hold power over you, but because you've yet to let them go. To remove them from your mind is not an act of erasure, but a liberation, a freeing of yourself from the weight of the past. It is not denial, It's a declaration that you will no longer allow ghosts to haunt the vibrant rooms of your present. Life has a peculiar way of collecting relationships, experiences, and emotions that mold us. Some are beautiful, like the radiant hues of a sunset, and others are harsh, like the sting of a winter wind. The people who hurt us, betray us, or leave us unfulfilled can leave behind scars that we often revisit, sometimes intentionally, sometimes without even realizing. It is in these moments, as their names or faces bubble up in our consciousness, that we must make a choice, to dwell or to let go. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. The scars will always remind you of the lessons you've learned, the growth you've achieved, and the resilience you've discovered within yourself. But to remove them from your mind means no longer giving them the power to dictate your thoughts, your emotions, or your actions. It means reclaiming the space they've occupied for far too long and filling it with something new: hope, peace, and the promise of better days. Imagine your mind as a garden. Over time, weeds can take root: unwanted memories, unkind words, and unresolved emotions. These weeds grow unchecked, suffocating the beauty of what you've cultivated. Removing them from your mind is like tending to this garden. It requires effort, yes, but also gentleness. You don't rip out the weeds carelessly. You pluck them with intention, knowing that their absence will allow flowers to bloom in their place. It's important to acknowledge the reasons these people or memories linger. Often, they remain because they're tied to unresolved feelings: guilt, regret, or even a sense of comfort in the familiarity of pain. To truly remove them from your mind, you must confront these emotions head-on. Ask yourself, why am I holding on to this? What do I fear will happen if I let it go? These questions may not yield immediate answers, but they open the door to understanding. And with understanding comes release. There is also power in forgiveness, not for their sake, but for yours. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning their actions or welcoming them back into your life. It means unshackling yourself from the burden of resentment. When you forgive, you are telling yourself, I deserve peace, even if they don't deserve my understanding. In this act, you remove them from your mind, not out of hatred, but out of love for yourself. The world is vast and full of opportunities to create new memories, forge new connections, and embrace new joys. But you cannot fully step into this abundant present if your mind is tethered to the ghosts of the past. Picture a balloon that you've held onto for far too long. Its string cuts into your hand, and its weight, though light, is a constant reminder of something you've outgrown. Let it go. Watch it drift away, not in anger, but in freedom. To remove them from your mind is an act of self-care and courage. It's telling yourself that you are worthy of mental clarity, emotional stability, and the boundless possibilities of a life unburdened by yesterday. The past may shape us, but it does not define us. We define ourselves by the choices we make today, and choosing to let go is one of the most powerful decisions you can ever make. So take a deep breath, look within, and gently, firmly, release them. Number 4, demonstrate your value. Demonstrating your value is a critical aspect of building trust. Achieving personal and professional goals and standing out in a competitive environment. It involves showcasing your unique abilities, skills, and attributes in a way that resonates with others and aligns with their needs or expectations. Whether you are seeking a promotion, attracting clients, or strengthening relationships, effectively demonstrating your value requires self-awareness, strategic communication, and a results-oriented mindset. The first step in demonstrating your value is understanding what makes you unique. Take stock of your strengths, talents, and accomplishments. Consider how these qualities align with the goals and needs of the individuals or organizations you are engaging with. Self-awareness not only enhances confidence, but also allows you to articulate your value in a clear and compelling manner. For example, if you excel in problem-solving, Share specific examples of challenges you've overcome and the measurable impact of your solutions. By focusing on outcomes, you can demonstrate not just what you do, but the value you bring. Another key aspect is understanding your audience. To demonstrate value effectively, you must tailor your message to resonate with their priorities and concerns. This requires active listening, empathy, and a willingness to adapt your approach. For instance, in a professional setting, if your manager prioritizes efficiency, highlight your ability to streamline processes and meet tight deadlines. Similarly, in a personal relationship, if someone values emotional support, show your attentiveness and reliability. By aligning your strengths with what matters most to others, you create a meaningful connection and underscore your value. Communication plays a pivotal role in showcasing your value. The way you present yourself, both verbally and non-verbally, influences how others perceive you. Confidence, clarity, and authenticity are essential. Speak with conviction about your abilities and achievements, but avoid coming across as boastful. Instead, let your actions and results speak for themselves. Additionally, nonverbal cues such as eye contact, posture, and tone of voice can reinforce your message and convey professionalism and credibility. Building a track record of success is another powerful way to demonstrate your value. Actions speak louder than words, and consistently delivering results establishes credibility and trust. Whether it's completing projects ahead of schedule, exceeding performance targets, or nurturing relationships, tangible achievements are a testament to your value. Document your accomplishments and be prepared to share them when opportunities arise. A portfolio, performance reviews, or testimonials from colleagues and clients can serve as evidence of your capabilities. Networking and relationships also play a significant role in demonstrating value. Building strong, authentic connections allows you to showcase your value over time and through various interactions. Engage in meaningful conversations, offer support, and share insights that benefit others. By being genuinely invested in the success of those around you, you demonstrate your value as a collaborator and ally. Moreover, a strong network can amplify your value through endorsements and referrals, further solidifying your reputation. Finally, a growth mindset and adaptability are crucial for continuously demonstrating value. The ability to learn, evolve, and embrace change signals resilience and a commitment to excellence. Seek opportunities for personal and professional development, whether through training, mentorship, or feedback. Stay updated on industry trends and best practices to ensure your skills remain relevant and competitive. By demonstrating a willingness to grow and adapt, you show that your value extends beyond current accomplishments to future potential. In conclusion, demonstrating your value is an ongoing process that requires introspection, effective communication, and consistent effort. By understanding your unique strengths, aligning with the needs of your audience, and building a track record of success, you can showcase your value authentically and compellingly. Whether in professional or personal contexts, the ability to demonstrate your value is a powerful tool for building trust, achieving goals, and making a lasting impact. Number 5. Cut off contact. Cutting off contact with someone can be one of the most difficult decisions we face, yet it's sometimes necessary to prioritize our emotional well-being and mental health. This process is rarely simple, as relationships, whether with friends, family, or romantic partners, carry layers of shared experiences, memories, and emotions. However, when these connections become toxic or detrimental, maintaining them can do more harm than good. Recognizing the need to cut ties often starts with acknowledging how a person or relationship affects you. Do they consistently disrespect your boundaries, undermine your self-esteem, or bring negativity into your life? If the answer is yes, it may be time to reevaluate their role in your journey. The first step in cutting off contact is to establish clear intentions. Ask yourself why you feel this decision is necessary and what you hope to achieve by doing so. This clarity will serve as a foundation for your actions and help you stay firm in your resolve. It's important to remember that cutting off contact is not an act of hatred or revenge. but rather an act of self-preservation. By distancing yourself from harmful influences, you create space to heal and grow. This decision may be met with resistance, especially if the other party does not understand or accept your reasons. Be prepared for backlash, and remind yourself that you are not responsible for managing their reactions or emotions. When initiating the process, communicate your decision as directly and respectfully as possible. If circumstances allow, have an honest conversation to explain your feelings and intentions. For example, you might say, "I need to take a step back from our relationship because it's impacting my well-being. However, in cases where confrontation might escalate conflict or put you in an unsafe situation, it's perfectly valid to take a more discreet approach, such as gradually reducing communication or blocking contact entirely. The method you choose should prioritize your safety and comfort. One of the biggest challenges of cutting off contact is dealing with the aftermath. Feelings of guilt, sadness, or doubt are common, as is the fear of loneliness. It's essential to allow yourself to grieve the loss of the relationship, even if it was harmful. Grieving is a natural part of the healing process and helps you come to terms with your decision. During this time, lean on a support system of friends, family, or a therapist who can provide guidance and reassurance. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can make the transition easier and remind you of the reasons behind your choice. As you move forward, focus on rebuilding and rediscovering yourself. Cutting off contact is not just about removing negativity, but also about making room for positivity and personal growth. Use this time to explore new hobbies, set goals, and nurture relationships that uplift and inspire you. Practicing self-compassion is crucial. Remind yourself that choosing to prioritize your well-being is not selfish but necessary. Over time, you'll find that the space created by letting go of toxic connections allows you to flourish in ways you never thought possible. Ultimately, cutting off contact is a deeply personal decision that requires courage and self-awareness. It's a powerful act of reclaiming your energy and choosing a life that aligns with your values and needs. While it's natural to second-guess yourself at times, trust that you are making the best decision for your mental and emotional health. Remember, you deserve relationships that nurture your growth and happiness, not ones that hinder it. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you open the door to a brighter, healthier future. Number 6. Prove them wrong. There's something undeniably powerful about the phrase, "prove them wrong." It's not just about silencing critics or defying the odds. It's a call to rise above doubts, limitations, and barriers, whether imposed by others or by yourself. Life is full of naysayers, people who doubt your abilities, question your dreams, or dismiss your potential. They'll tell you it's impossible, that you're not talented enough, not strong enough, or not capable enough. But here's the truth. The opinions of others don't define you. Your actions do. Proving them wrong starts with a mindset. It begins with believing in yourself when no one else does. It's about turning every "you can't" into a fire that fuels your ambition. The path to proving them wrong isn't easy. It demands hard work, resilience, and an unshakable commitment to your goals. There will be moments of self-doubt when their words echo in your mind, threatening to derail your progress. That's when you must dig deep and remember why you started. Think about all the sacrifices you've made and the vision you're chasing. Proving them wrong isn't about revenge or showing off. It's about showing yourself what you're truly capable of. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory over those who doubted you, and sometimes even over the parts of yourself that doubted you too. History is filled with individuals who've proven the doubters wrong. From athletes overcoming injuries to entrepreneurs defying financial setbacks, these stories teach us one invaluable lesson: persistence pays off. Thomas Edison, for instance, failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, yet he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Those who doubted him didn't understand his determination, but he didn't need them to. The same goes for people like J.K. Rowling, who faced countless rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Their success wasn't instantaneous, nor was it guaranteed, but their refusal to give up turned the tide in their favor. When you set out to prove them wrong, you're not just rewriting the narrative others have written for you, you're creating your own legacy. It's not about trying to meet someone else's expectations, it's about exceeding your own. The most rewarding part of this journey isn't the moment you succeed, it's looking back at the obstacles you've overcome and realizing how far you've come. Those who doubted you become irrelevant in the grand scheme because your success is no longer about them. It's about your growth, courage, and perseverance. So, how do you start? Set your goals. Write them down and visualize them every day. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, but don't be afraid to walk alone if necessary. Let the doubts and negativity become background noise, fading as your focus sharpens. Take action, no matter how small. Each step builds momentum, and over time, you'll find yourself closer to your goal than you ever imagined. Let your success be your loudest statement, your actions your strongest argument. In the end, proving them wrong isn't just about them, it's about you. It's about discovering the strength within, embracing the challenges, and becoming the person you were meant to be. Their doubts might have sparked the fire, but your belief in yourself will keep it burning. Prove them wrong. Not for them, but for you. Number 7. Go out, have fun. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind of work, responsibilities, and endless to-do lists. However, taking time to go out and have fun is not just a luxury, but a vital part of maintaining a balanced and fulfilling life. Stepping away from your routine and immersing yourself in enjoyable activities can rejuvenate your mind, strengthen your relationships, and improve your overall well-being. Whether it's spending a sunny afternoon at the park, trying out a new restaurant, dancing the night away, or simply taking a stroll in your favorite part of the city, these moments of joy can profoundly impact your mental and physical health. Socializing and connecting with others is one of the most rewarding aspects of going out. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and engaging in shared experiences fosters a sense of belonging and happiness. Whether you're meeting up with old friends, joining a community group, or attending a local event, these interactions can help you build stronger bonds and create lasting memories. For those who may feel overwhelmed by social anxiety or a busy schedule, starting small can make a big difference. Even a casual coffee date or attending a low-pressure event can be a great way to ease into the habit of social outings. Exploring new activities and environments can also inspire creativity and broaden your horizons. When you step out of your comfort zone, you expose yourself to fresh perspectives and ideas that can energize your mind. For instance, taking a painting class, hiking a trail you've never visited, or attending a cultural festival can awaken your senses and stimulate your imagination. These experiences not only provide enjoyment in the moment, but also contribute to personal growth and a richer understanding of the world around you. Furthermore, going out and having fun plays a significant role in stress reduction. When you engage in activities you love, your body releases endorphins, the feel-good hormones, that naturally combat stress and boost your mood. Physical activities like dancing, playing sports, or even a brisk walk can have a particularly strong effect, leaving you feeling refreshed and more optimistic. Additionally, simply being in a new environment, away from the pressures of work or home, can provide much-needed mental clarity. It's also worth noting that fun doesn't have to be extravagant or expensive. Sometimes the simplest activities can bring the greatest joy. Watching a sunset, exploring a local market, or having a game night with friends are all budget-friendly ways to inject fun into your life. The key is to prioritize activities that genuinely resonate with you and bring a smile to your face. In doing so, you'll find that your days become more vibrant and fulfilling. Finally, carving out time for fun can serve as a powerful reminder of what truly matters in life. In the hustle and bustle of daily responsibilities, it's easy to lose sight of the moments that bring us happiness and connection. By intentionally stepping away from work and obligations, you're investing in your own well-being and the relationships that make life meaningful. Remember, life is not just about ticking off tasks or chasing milestones. It's also about cherishing the journey and savoring the moments that make it worthwhile. So, don't wait for the perfect occasion or the right time to have fun. Make it a priority to go out, explore, and enjoy life's simple pleasures. Whether it's a spontaneous adventure or a well-planned outing, each experience has the potential to brighten your days and enrich your soul. In the end, it's these joyful moments that will leave the most lasting impressions and make life truly extraordinary. Number 8. Build your social status. Building your social status is a journey that requires intentional effort, personal growth, and the ability to connect with others meaningfully. Social status is not just about wealth or power. It's about how others perceive you and how you contribute to your community. It's a blend of respect, influence, and authenticity that stems from who you are and how you interact with the world. Here are some key strategies to elevate your social standing and cultivate lasting respect among your peers. First and foremost, personal development is crucial. People naturally gravitate towards those who are confident, knowledgeable, and competent. Invest in yourself by acquiring new skills, expanding your knowledge base, and pursuing your passions. When you excel in areas that interest you, it's easier to exude confidence and stand out in social settings. Remember, confidence is attractive and signals to others that you are capable and self-assured. However, it's essential to balance confidence with humility. Arrogance can be a barrier to building authentic connections, so always remain open to learning and valuing the perspectives of others. Another vital component of social status is communication. The way you speak, listen, and engage with others significantly impacts how you are perceived. Practice active listening by showing genuine interest in others' stories and opinions. When people feel heard and understood, they are more likely to view you positively. Additionally, articulate your thoughts clearly and respectfully. A strong vocabulary, coupled with good conversational skills, can make a lasting impression. Nonverbal communication is equally important. Maintain good posture, make eye contact, and use appropriate gestures to convey confidence and attentiveness. Building strong relationships is also key to enhancing your social status. Surround yourself with positive, supportive, and inspiring individuals. Networking is not just about increasing your connections, but fostering meaningful relationships. Offer help, share resources, and celebrate others' successes. These gestures demonstrate your value as a friend or colleague. Moreover, trust is the foundation of any solid relationship. Be reliable and consistent in your actions, as this will establish your reputation as someone who can be counted on. Contributing to your community is another powerful way to elevate your social status. Whether through volunteering, mentoring, or supporting local initiatives, giving back demonstrates your commitment to making a positive impact. People admire those who prioritize the well-being of others and work towards the greater good. Acts of kindness and generosity not only enhance your social standing, but also bring personal fulfillment. Appearance and presentation also play a significant role in how others perceive you. Dressing appropriately for various occasions, maintaining good hygiene, and being mindful of your overall appearance can create a favorable first impression. Your style should reflect your personality while adhering to the norms of your environment. When you present yourself well, you exude professionalism and respect, which can enhance your credibility and influence. Lastly, authenticity is the cornerstone of genuine social status. While it's tempting to project an idealized version of yourself, people value honesty and integrity. Being true to yourself fosters deeper connections and allows others to trust and respect you. It's important to align your actions with your values and beliefs. Authenticity also means acknowledging your flaws and striving to improve. Nobody is perfect, and showing vulnerability can make you more relatable and endearing. In conclusion, building your social status is about much more than surface-level attributes. It's a comprehensive process of self-improvement, effective communication, meaningful relationships, community involvement, and authenticity. By focusing on these areas, you can cultivate a reputation that commands respect and admiration. Remember, social status is not about seeking validation from others, but about becoming the best version of yourself and positively influencing those around you. With dedication and consistency, you can achieve a level of social standing that enriches your personal and professional life while inspiring others to do the same. Number 9. Don't reveal your struggle. In life, we often face challenges that test our strength, resilience, and willpower. But a key lesson that can sometimes be hard to embrace is the importance of not revealing your struggle to the world. The idea behind this isn't about hiding your pain or pretending that everything is perfect, but rather about preserving your peace and maintaining your focus on overcoming the obstacles in your path without the burden of external judgment. The truth is that everyone has their own battles to fight, and showing too much of your struggle can sometimes lead to unwanted sympathy, distractions, or even criticism. Instead, learning to handle your difficulties in silence can provide you with the space and the mental clarity needed to work through them more effectively. When you constantly voice your struggles, whether it's through social media or in casual conversations, there's a risk of inviting negativity into your life. People may sympathize with you, but in many cases, that sympathy isn't enough to lift you out of your situation. Instead, it can leave you feeling stuck in the role of the victim. Moreover, once you reveal your vulnerability, you expose yourself to judgment from others. Some may offer unsolicited advice, while others may not understand or even dismiss your pain altogether. This can increase your sense of isolation, making it harder to find the right solutions and support you truly need. The pressure to constantly present a perfectly curated image of your life can sometimes contribute to the urge to overshare, especially in a world where people often compare their behind the scenes to others' highlight reels. But what people see on the outside doesn't always reflect the full picture. We tend to only show the parts of our lives that we believe will garner
approval, praise, or attention, and we leave the difficult moments behind closed doors. The truth is, everyone is fighting their own battle in one way or another. Struggles are universal, but how we choose to respond to them can define our personal growth and success. Choosing not to reveal every detail of your struggle can be empowering. It's a sign of strength to acknowledge the difficulties you face without needing validation from others. It shows that you believe in your own ability to overcome what's in front of you, even if it means doing it quietly and privately. When you keep your struggles to yourself, you free yourself from external pressures and noise. You can channel your energy into finding solutions, developing strategies, and focusing on the actions that will move you forward. This allows you to regain control of your life and the narrative surrounding your journey. Moreover, silence allows for a deeper connection with yourself. Instead of being constantly distracted by the opinions and judgments of others, you can reflect on your own needs, strengths, and weaknesses. You gain a better understanding of what you truly need to overcome your challenges, and it enables you to approach your problems with a clear, calm mindset. In this quiet space, you can listen to your inner voice and trust your instincts. Additionally, by not revealing your struggles, you avoid placing unnecessary emotional burdens on those around you. While it's important to seek support when needed, it's equally important not to rely too heavily on others for comfort, as this can create a one-sided dynamic. People often have their own issues to deal with, and constantly leaning on them can strain relationships. Learning to manage your struggles independently, or at least with discretion, allows you to maintain a sense of self-sufficiency and emotional stability. Ultimately, keeping your struggles private is a choice that allows you to maintain your dignity, independence, and focus. It doesn't mean you don't have support or that you're pretending to be invincible. It simply means that you're choosing to fight your battles on your own terms, without the interference of outside opinions or judgments. As you navigate the ups and downs of life, remember that your strength doesn't come from the acknowledgement of your struggle, but from your ability to overcome it, silently and resolutely. Number 10. Give them a silent treatment. The silent treatment is a powerful, yet often destructive form of communication, one that involves deliberately refusing to engage with someone through speech or acknowledgement. In relationships, whether personal or professional, the silent treatment is typically used as a way to express displeasure, frustration, or anger without openly confronting the issue. At first glance, it may seem like an easy, even passive method of conflict resolution. However, it often leaves unresolved feelings simmering beneath the surface, causing more harm than good. People might resort to this behavior when they feel their voice isn't being heard, or when emotions are too intense to address directly. Unfortunately, this avoidance can lead to further misunderstandings, distance, and hurt. Rather than resolving the issue, the silent treatment creates a cycle of emotional neglect that often leaves the person on the receiving end feeling isolated, rejected, or confused. They may begin to question their worth or wonder if the relationship is truly valuable to the other person. The emotional impact of the silent treatment is profound. It often creates an atmosphere of tension where both parties are left in a state of uncertainty. The person giving the silent treatment might feel empowered, believing they are asserting control over the situation. However, this sense of power is temporary. Over time, the lack of communication deepens the divide, and the underlying issues remain unaddressed. On the other hand, the person on the receiving end of this silence may experience a range of negative emotions. They may feel rejected, as if they have done something wrong, without ever being given the opportunity to explain themselves or apologize. The longer the silence persists, the harder it becomes to break the cycle. The rift that grows between the individuals is often more difficult to repair than if they had simply communicated openly in the first place. The silent treatment is not always an intentional form of manipulation, but it can become one when used repeatedly in an effort to control or punish the other person. In toxic relationships, this behavior is often used as a way to gain the upper hand, to assert dominance, or to silence dissenting opinions. It can be a tool of emotional abuse, leaving the other person feeling helpless and powerless. In such situations, the silent treatment isn't about resolving conflict, but rather about maintaining control and making the other person feel inferior. This creates a dangerous dynamic where open, honest communication is replaced by passive-aggressive behavior, leaving both individuals emotionally scarred. The key to breaking the silent treatment cycle is communication. Instead of withdrawing into silence, it's crucial to express one's feelings in a way that encourages dialogue. Addressing the issue head-on, even when emotions are running high, is healthier for the relationship in the long run. By choosing to confront problems directly, both individuals have the opportunity to be heard and understood. Open communication fosters trust and helps to prevent misunderstandings from festering. It allows each person to feel valued and ensures that both sides of the story are acknowledged. While confrontation can be uncomfortable, it is a far more productive way to resolve conflict than retreating into silence. In conclusion, while the silent treatment may provide temporary relief or a sense of control in moments of conflict, its long-term effects are detrimental. It hinders emotional connection, creates confusion, and prevents meaningful resolution. For relationships to thrive, communication is key, and silence should never replace the opportunity to discuss feelings openly and constructively. When both parties make a commitment to communicate respectfully, the bond between them becomes stronger, and the chances of resolving conflicts effectively increase. Number 11. Don't beg for attention. In a world where social media dominates, the need for validation has become a central theme in many people's lives. We are constantly bombarded by images of success, beauty, and popularity, leading many to feel as though their worth is determined by how much attention they receive from others. However, the truth is, begging for attention not only undermines your true value, but can also lead to feelings of emptiness and disconnection. It is important to recognize that genuine self-worth doesn't come from external validation, but from within. At its core, begging for attention stems from a place of insecurity. When we constantly seek the approval of others, whether through likes, comments, or praise, we give away our power. We place our happiness and sense of self in the hands of others, which is a precarious and unstable way to live. Every time someone doesn't acknowledge us or respond in the way we expect, we may feel rejected or unworthy. This cycle of seeking and depending on validation becomes exhausting and disheartening over time, leaving us emotionally drained. The desire for attention is natural to some extent. Humans are social creatures, and the need for connection is deeply ingrained in us. However, there is a fine line between seeking attention in a healthy way, such as sharing accomplishments, seeking constructive feedback, or expressing our needs, and begging for it, where the pursuit becomes all-consuming. When we beg for attention, we often resort to manipulation or exaggeration, trying to force others to notice us. This behavior can be seen in constant self-promotion, excessive posts for the sake of getting noticed, or playing on others' emotions to gain sympathy. Begging for attention not only damages our sense of self but can also damage our relationships with others. People can sense when someone is trying too hard to get noticed, and more often than not, they will become turned off by the desperation. Authentic connections are built on mutual respect, trust, and genuine interaction, not on seeking validation. When we focus too much on ourselves and how others perceive us, we fail to nurture the relationships that truly matter. Moreover, when we beg for attention, we often lose sight of our own goals and passions. The pursuit of validation becomes so consuming that it distracts us from what we truly care about. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, learning a new skill, or working towards a personal goal, these endeavors are often more fulfilling when we are not focused on how others perceive them. The joy of accomplishing something for our own satisfaction is far more meaningful than receiving recognition for it. The best way to stop begging for attention is to embrace self-confidence and practice self-acceptance. Recognizing your value, regardless of how others may respond to you, is key to building a healthier relationship with yourself. Confidence isn't about being perfect or constantly seeking praise. It's about understanding that you are enough as you are. When you stop trying to impress others and focus on being the best version of yourself, you become less reliant on external approval. It's important to remind yourself that attention does not define your worth. In addition to cultivating self-confidence, it's important to surround yourself with people who genuinely appreciate and value you for who you are, rather than for what you can do for them or how much attention you attract. Genuine relationships are not based on superficial validation, but on understanding, support, and mutual respect. When you focus on building these kinds of relationships, you'll find that attention flows naturally, not because you're begging for it, but because you've earned it through your authenticity and integrity. In conclusion, attention should not be the goal of your existence. Begging for attention can strip away your authenticity and hinder your personal growth. Instead, focus on becoming the person you are meant to be and let attention follow as a byproduct of your confidence and the genuine connections you build with others. True worth is not determined by how much attention you receive, but by the depth of your character and the love and respect you give and receive. Don't beg for attention. Earn it through living authentically and confidently. Number 12. Be kind but emotionally distant. In a world that often prioritizes emotional vulnerability, the concept of being kind but emotionally distant can seem paradoxical. However, it's a nuanced approach to interacting with others that can maintain healthy boundaries while offering genuine compassion. This idea is about striking a delicate balance between empathy and self-preservation. It's the art of offering kindness and support without allowing yourself to be overwhelmed or consumed by the emotions of others. Kindness is a universal trait that connects people. It's the ability to listen, show care, and offer help when needed, creating an environment of trust and warmth. However, when kindness is paired with emotional proximity, it can sometimes lead to emotional burnout. People may begin to rely too heavily on your support, or you might find yourself too emotionally involved in their struggles, leaving you drained and vulnerable. The emotional cost can be high, especially if you're someone who naturally empathizes with others' pain. The need for emotional distance arises here. It's not about shutting others out, but about setting boundaries to protect your own mental and emotional well-being. Being emotionally distant doesn't mean being cold or indifferent. It means maintaining a healthy level of detachment, where you are able to offer kindness without losing your sense of self. This practice is especially vital in relationships where emotional entanglement can lead to resentment or stress. For instance, when helping a friend through a difficult time, you can be present, listen attentively, and offer advice without becoming overly involved in their emotional turmoil. This approach allows you to support others while preserving your own emotional health. By drawing this line, you prevent yourself from becoming a vessel for someone else's unresolved emotions, which can be overwhelming. The key to this kind of emotional distance is mindfulness. It's about being aware of your own feelings and recognizing when you're being pulled too far into someone else's emotional world. You can still offer a listening ear, give advice, or offer practical help, but you're doing so from a place of self-awareness, where you don't let their emotions hijack your own. This level of emotional management requires practice and discipline, especially if you are naturally empathetic or tend to take on the emotions of others. Another aspect of being kind but emotionally distant is the idea of offering help without expecting reciprocation or getting personally involved. This approach can be especially useful in professional or casual relationships. For example, if a colleague comes to you for help with a work project, you can offer assistance or share your expertise without getting involved in their personal life. It allows you to maintain a sense of professional detachment while still being helpful and considerate. It's about recognizing the limits of the relationship and understanding that kindness doesn't require emotional investment beyond what feels healthy for you. Being kind but emotionally distant can also be empowering. It helps you define your own boundaries and teaches you to prioritize your own needs. By maintaining emotional distance, you protect yourself from toxic or draining situations, ensuring that you're available to help others when needed, but not at the expense of your own emotional stability. It's about realizing that while you can be there for others, you don't need to absorb their pain to be supportive. In conclusion, the idea of being kind but emotionally distant is not about withholding love or support, but about practicing mindful kindness that honors both your emotional needs and the needs of others. It's a balancing act that requires self-awareness, boundaries, and emotional intelligence. By offering kindness with emotional distance, you can remain a source of support without losing yourself in the process. As we step into 2025, mastering the art of reverse psychology isn't just about manipulating others. It's about mastering our own minds. By combining these strategies with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, we can better control our reactions, cultivate resilience, and steer our thoughts toward success. Remember, the mind is your greatest tool. How you use it will determine how you approach challenges and opportunities. So, whether you're negotiating in your career, managing relationships, or simply striving for personal growth, keep these techniques in your toolkit. Trust in your ability to shift perspective and maintain inner peace, no matter the circumstances. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts on reverse psychology and Stoicism in the comments below. I'd love to hear your insights.